Hello, parents. Hello, children. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tisha, and today I want to talk about the Invalsi, okay, specifically for grade 5 students. Okay, now today I'll just be walking you through the Prova di Matematica. So let's start with the instruction, okay. Now, for this exam, there are 34 questions, and the major part of the questions have 4 possible answers, but there is only one correct answer. So you will see the answers listed from A to D, A, B, C, and D. And then just near the letters, you will see a small square. Now, the small square is where you need to cross. For example, quanti giorni ci sono in una settimana? How many days are there in a week? We know there are 7 days in a week. So what you need to do here is to just cross in the small square near the correct answer. Okay. Sometimes you could make a mistake. I mean, it's possible. But if it happens, you don't need to panic. You don't need to cross again. All you need to do is to write no near the wrong answer. Example, quanti minuti ci sono in un'ora? How many minutes are there in an hour? We know there are 60 minutes, right? But maybe mistakenly, you can choose 30, 50, or 100. Now, when you realize that you've made a mistake, just write no near the wrong answer, and then choose the correct answer and continue. For some of the questions, you don't need to choose, or you don't have options to choose from. You'll be asked to write the correct answer. So in this case, you need to pay attention, read the instructions carefully, and answer accordingly. Okay. Now in these exams, you are allowed to use a ruler, a set square, or a protractor, but you are not allowed to use a calculator. Also, you cannot write with a pencil. You can write only with a blue pen or a black pen. A blue pen or a red pen. Not with a pencil, not with a red pen, not with a green pen. Okay. Also, all the white parts of the paper can be used for your rough work. Maybe if you need to do some calculations or you need to draw something to make it easy for you to solve the questions, you are free to do that. Okay, now let's try this question here. In quale delle seguenti sequenze I numeri sono scritti dal più piccolo al più grande? In which of the following sequence of numbers are written from smallest or from the smallest to the largest? Now, if we look at A, 2, 5, 4, 8, no, it is not in the correct order. Let's look at B, 8, 5, 4, 2. This is not the correct one because this is from the largest to the smallest. C, 2, 4, 8, 5. This is also not correct. And when we look at D, D starts from 2, 4, 5, and 8. So this is the correct answer. So you just take your pen and then you cross, you write a cross in here. Don't buy my cross, but I mean, yeah, it's not, you are going to write with a pen, so you should be fine. Okay. Now, for these exams, you have 1 hour, 15 minutes, which is 75 minutes to answer all these questions. The teachers will tell you when to start the exams. Before the teachers tell you, make sure you are not allowed to turn over the pages until you are asked to do so. When the teacher tells you it's over, stop work, you just need to drop your pen on the paper and stop. Let's say you are fast. If you finish before the set time, you can just go through the answers again, make sure that everything is correct, make sure you haven't made any mistake, make sure you haven't skipped any question, and then you can gently close your booklet and wait until the end of the exam. Okay. So that'll be all for the instructions. I hope you've got everything. If you haven't, comment and let me know, and see you in the next video where we solve some math problems. Thank you and have a nice day.